JOJO Siwa has found herself in some drama calling out Trisha Paytas, and Trisha has responded to JOJO, and it has become a whole thing. Back in the day, Trisha had collabed with JOJO along with David Dobrik and Jason Nash, and JOJO is calling Trisha out for this. Trisha's responded, so we're going to get into all things JOJO Siwa. Let's get into everything being said. Now, JOJO Siwa being friends with a lot of people older than her has been a big topic of discussion before. People, including Trisha, have called out the fact that Colleen Ballinger and her sister are so close with JOJO and have been from a very young age. JOJO has previously come out to defend her friendships, just simplifying it down to her being more mature for her age, having been in the entertainment industry and such, but others still don't believe that's a valid reason why she should be so close with people well into their 30s. Now, like I said, this has been something that Trisha Paytas has been very vocal about, especially when it comes to Colleen and her sister being so close with JOJO. She has admitted in the past that she had filmed content with JOJO when she was part of the vlog squad and had previously spoken out about regretting it, but JOJO Siwa was recently calling Trisha Paytas out for this, calling her out on her podcast as one of the 5 people that she would never have on her podcast as a guest. She called out Trisha, saying that she felt that she was clout chasing off of her when they were filming together when she was a kid, and that it was really weird that everybody else who filmed with her back then still wants to be friends with her, but not Trisha, feeling like it must mean that Trisha only wanted to film with her for clout.
Trisha Paytas, look, here, This is tough for me. This is tough for me because me and Trisha were friends. Did we go to dinner together? No. If we saw each other at an event, were we friends and would we say hi and would we talk for a second and catch up and say, oh, I miss you? Yes, we would. And we did videos together when I was a kid. And what's so interesting is Trisha has a lot of to say about me nowadays. And that's fine. A lot of people have a lot to say about me nowadays. But what hurts my heart is a lot of people who were friends with me when I was a kid are friends with me now. And that tells me that they weren't friends with me because they were using me. Because as a kid, I did bring a lot of views. I brought a lot of views to a lot of people's videos, my own. But also if somebody did a video with me, it brought a lot of views to their videos. And that's not me flexing. That's not me saying, blah, blah. It's literally like the number fact. And what breaks my heart, not as a 21-year-old, but it breaks my heart for that 14-year-old that did videos with Trish, thought Trish actually liked her, thought Trish, I don't know, I knew me and Trish weren't gonna be besties, but I did like her as a YouTuber, and I did think she was really cool. And so when we did videos together, I thought it was really fun. I thought she was in it for genuine reasons, because a lot of YouTubers were. Everyone I'm still friends with to this day, and still very close with, still that we hang out at parties, they're literally my people. But Trisha is the only one that has traded for some reason. And I mean, she has her valid reasons, I guess. But I don't know. It's just very confusing to me because she does have her valid reasons. But I don't think she realizes, you know what, say what you want. But then why the were you friends with me at 14?
JOJO is quite controversial these days with people having a lot to say about her. But I certainly do think that people could still be keeping up their friendships with her for clout as well. Colleen and her family have certainly kept up their friendships with JOJO and love putting her in their videos and their thumbnails, all of that, to this very day. So I don't know if she can necessarily rule out that none of them are using her just because they still keep in touch with her. But when it comes to Trisha, JOJO seemed pretty hurt by Trisha despite her having been vocal about not wanting to keep a friendship up because she felt that was weird since she was a literal child.
You were an ass when you were using me. And now that I'm 21, I can see that. But now being 21, I look back at that and I'm like, okay, all right, I see what she was doing there. And that's fine, totally fine. But ow, you dressed up as me. You put your hair in a side ponytail and bow. You wore a rainbow tutu. You wore my hoodie. And now I know you were not doing that to be fun and have fun and make a video. You were doing that to make fun of me. I was a 14-year-old kid. Find it. Can it? Don't do that. That's not cool. What if someone did that to your kid? You wouldn't like that. You wouldn't be cool with that. Yeah, seeing her stuff on the internet anytime she talks about me, I'm like, dude, just shut the up. Get your views somehow else. You're literally Trisha Paytas. You're a icon. You are an icon.
I definitely think that it sucks that this is how JOJO has grown to view this, that Trisha not associating with her anymore equals her wanting clout from doing a video. And I think that, yes, people did want to film with JOJO at the time because it did bring them a lot of views. And obviously, as a kid, she's not going to understand that this was maybe all just work and not just an opportunity for her to make friends. And I think that is something that her parents definitely should have protected her from, but that obviously did not happen in this case. And I think that in the video that Jason and David and Trisha filmed at JoJo's house, it is clear they're not trying to be, you know, friends with her, and it is sad because obviously she's taking it as that. But there's even a point where David is asking, like, does she have sleepovers because her house is so cool? And JoJo says that all her friends are 30, and they're like, oh, well, Trisha will have a sleepover with you. And she's like, but I'll bring Jason's daughter because it would just be weird.
Sleep up here. Do you have sleepovers?
All my friends are 30. They don't just sleepovers.
Trisha will sleep up here.
I'll bring his daughter so it won't be weird.
Trisha ended up hearing what JoJo had to say about her. Her co-host Oscar told her what JoJo said on the podcast, and right off the first sentence, Trisha wanted to make it so clear that she was not friends with JoJo, and it's really important that people know that she wasn't keeping a close relationship with JoJo over the years because it's weird.
This is tough for me because me and Trisha were friends. Trisha has a lot of...
Whoa.
Oh, the first sentence we already
Whoa. I'm not Colleen. I'm not becoming friends with 13-year-olds over here, okay?
Oh my God.
We were friendly, and she was very nice and very sweet, but there was no hanging out, just to be clear. There was zero hanging out outside of filming. Zero. I got invited to New Year's Eve, and I thought it was weird. And that, and I didn't go because I was like, she's very young. I can't go spend New Year's Eve. Okay, so just to be clear.
So the first sentence already debunked.
Not because of JoJo. JoJo's sweet, but she was very young.
Trisha then goes on to react to JoJo feeling as though Trisha has had a lot to say about her these days, and Trisha says that it's just criticism towards her, defending people like Abby, Colleen, and Colleen especially since she's done things to Trisha personally, but that it's not about her disliking JoJo as a person, all the things that she's said about her. It's just questionable the things that she's publicly defended.
I think my issue, and I said this, I actually really like JoJo. I like root for her. I love her music. I think I raised a JoJo Siwa. I think that's who I would be if I was a superstar. You know what I mean? But I think her defending people is the problem. Definitely, JoJo's not the problem. I don't think she's like aware that she's defending like actual horrible people that were adults that befriended her as a child. So like, of course she's trying to, it's like you're defending your parents. Your parents can be horrible people, but it's like, those are the people you run as a kid, so you're gonna defend them hardcore.
Trisha was even saying that she would have JoJo on her podcast, complimenting her and calling her smart, and just felt like there were valid reasons for the criticisms that she's had for JoJo before.
Maybe JoJo doesn't want me on JoJo Siwa now, but you could come on Just Trish, girl. Like, honestly, come on Just Trish. I would ask that, like, we get final edit, but I would love for you to be on. And I truly like her. Like, I truly always have a soft spot for her. I really, like, maybe someone can clock it for me, but I really feel like I never was, like, nasty to JoJo. Was I? Like, ever? Because I just was like, she is young, and in my eyes, I'm like, she went through a lot of shit. I'm the last adult that wants to be harping on her. I was just like, girl, like as like a mother, I was like, maybe this is why people are upset with you, especially when the Colleen thing was so hot and so many people were so hurt by it.
She went and blatantly said it was all lies.
Oh, that's
like,
right.
I
forget.
There was a reason. She went and said everything was lies. She discredited everyone. There's no victims. Everything is lies. We're A-list celebrities and people hate on us because of that.
That's right.
That's it.
And JoJo, you yourself, in that
it.
same interview, they said, would you be friends with a 13-year-old fan? And she's like, no. That's it. You answered your own thing. Be friends with who you want to be friends with. Like, it's fine. You know, we're not cool like that. But, like, I didn't hate on you, truly. And I guess if she thinks I did, and maybe I did someone clock it somewhere, but I'm really trying to wrap my brain that I think I always had a soft spot, and I never wanted to be, like, an old woman, like, harping down on this, like, young girl, like, trying to figure it out, especially someone who I know at least got verbally abused on camera by her dance teacher. Maybe it was fake, but even so, as a 6-year-old, can you decipher if it's fake or real? I don't think it was fake, but...
In all of this, I just also feel like things are at a fault of JoJo's parents. Like, letting those people come and film with her at their grown age, at her young age, and letting her feel like these people were either supposed to be or going to be her friends when filming concluded. Like, in reality, all of this filming was work. It was work for David. It was work for Jason. It was work for Trisha. They were coming to film for work with JoJo. But it doesn't sound like JoJo was told that information. It sounds like she was led on to believe that these people were going to come over and that they were going to form some sort of friendship that was going to continue, and that relationship not continuing has hurt her feelings into adulthood. Obviously, filming a collaboration is a sort of clout exchange, you know, like David and Jason and Trisha, well, mostly like Trisha and David were bringing clout to JoJo, and she was giving them clout. Like, that's just how collabs went back then. It was a clout exchange, but she is a kid. She doesn't understand that, and it's sad that this is the result of this. Like, it shouldn't have happened at all, but at the very bare minimum, her parents should have very much clearly told her what things were just for work and what weren't. But obviously that could get confusing if like you're filming with Colleen and then she wants to like take you out to dinner after. But that is what has been said by JoJo about Trisha. That is what Trisha had to say in response to what she heard JoJo say. I certainly want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.